centre. On the right of picture is Round the Gale is right up there, and Wild West Wind just dropping in behind them. Coming to the second, another plain one, Stately Home in fourth, followed by Wild West Wind. Further back is Fine Time from Simply Dashing as they come to the first of the ditches. Around the Gale first to rise from Stately Home. Wild West Wind is a mistake there, and there's a faller back in the field. It's Fraser Island. Fraser Island has gone at the rear of the field as they race up now towards number 4. Around the Gale it is, who leads from Stately Home. And they race up towards the home turn the first time. Stately Home from Around the Gale, 2 lengths to Greenback, and then Wild West Wind Simply Dashing Fine Time. Monk Soam behind them in the green and white jacket from All Royal, and then the other grey Jafel the outside. They're about 7 or 8 lengths from the leaders, that pair, and a long gap, Redeem Yourself, and the only casualty so far, Fraser Island. Heading over number 5, leaders jump it well. And the leader is Around the Gale on the near side, red sleeves. On the far side is Stately Home, and Leighton Aspel is up on his feet. He appears to be okay after that fall. Heading now towards number 6. And the leader here is Stately Home, now just edging to the front on the far side. From Wild on the near side, Around the Gale. Then Greenback in third, followed then by Simply Dashing, edging closer fourth on the far side. Wild West Wind, who made a mistake earlier, is still up in the van in company there with Fine Time. They start to bunch up now. Jafel is next, followed by All Royal over on the far side, going the shortest way, about 7 or 8 lengths off the pace, followed by Monk Soam, and a long gap then of about 10 lengths to Redeem Yourself, who just can't keep with them at all. Less than a circuit to go and 10 to jump in this first National Bank Gold Cup chase, and Stately Home takes them out with under a circuit to go in the lead by half a length Around the Gale, a length and a half Simply Dashing, getting up on the inside of Greenback. Then out wider on the track is Wild West Wind from Fine Time. All Royal is tucked away on the inside of Monk Soam as they go over number 7. Then Jafel out wide, and they all jump it safely, and there's still some way detached from them is Redeem Yourself. Heading now towards fence number 8, and the leader to it in the centre, Around the Gale. Stately Home just brushed through the top of that. Wild West Wind is coming back into the picture now on the outside in third as they head now towards the ditch. They all jumped that previous one okay. Jafel on the far side, number 4, getting closer to the leaders as they head towards the second ditch. And Around the Gale, oh, Simply Dashing, a bad mistake back in the field. That'll knock the stuffing out of him. He's lost about 3 or 4 places. He's last in the picture at this stage. Heading towards the water, number 10. And the leader over on the far side now as they race towards this. On the inside there, we see Around the Gale, who's right up there in company at this stage with the Greenback. Further back in the field, Wild West Wind as they race into Swindley Bottom now, and they've got just on 7 furlongs left to travel. It's Greenback on the inside here of Around the Gale. They're 2 or 3 lengths to Stately Home, Wild West Wind, and then Monk Soam. Fine Time is next, followed then on the outside by All Royal, who's now starting to make ground out pretty wide on the track. They come towards 6 out now. Greenback went through the top of it, but landed safely from Around the Gale. Behind them on the right of picture, All Royal and Wild West Wind. Behind them, Fine Time as they come to the next now. Greenback led over it from Around the Gale as all the leaders clear it well. Jafel has dropped right out. They head towards the last of the ditches. This is 4 out. Greenback on the left of picture with a spotted cap, landed over it with a 2-length advantage now from Around the Gale. Then on the right of picture is Wild West Wind. Jafel has been pulled up. Here's All Royal on the extreme right with the blinkers, the grey horse, as they come to 3 out. Greenback went through the top of it but landed safely. 2 lengths in front of Around the Gale. Wild West Wind and All Royal coming there strongly now. Simply Dashing is getting back into the argument as well on the inside with Fine Time, and they've kicked away. It's Greenback on the far side being pressured now by Fine Time, and in the centre Simply Dashing as they swing the corner. Out wide on the track then Wild West Wind with All Royal, almost 5 in with a chance here as they come towards the second last. And in the centre Fine Time and Wild West Wind jumping together. Simply Dashing over on the far side. All Royal the near side. Still 4 in with a chance. They've kicked away from Greenback, who can't go on. 1 left to jump now, and on the far side Simply Dashing is bullocking his way back into the lead. All Royal is running erratically. Fine Time in the centre. Simply Dashing landed over at 2 lengths in front. Fine Time is trying hard from All Royal. They've kicked away from Wild West Wind, but what a recovery by Simply Dashing to come back and win the first National Bank Gold Cup. It's Simply Dashing who goes on to win. 5 or 6 lengths to Fine Thyne. In third, All Royal, a gap to Wild West Wind, a very game fourth. Followed then by Redeem Yourself, who made up a lot of ground from Monk Soham. A long gap then to Greenback, around the Gale, then Stately Home. They're the only finishers. And a very, very game win by number 1, Simply Dashing, under 11 stone 10. Ridden by Richard Dunwoody, trained by Tim Easterby and owned by Steve Hammond, has recovered from that awful blunder on the far side of the course to come back and win under 11 stone 10. Fantastic performance. Second, number 6, Fine Thyne, owned by Peter Wiegard, trained by Amanda Perrott and ridden by Mick Fitzgerald. And third, number 2, All Royal, owned by David Johnson, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Tony McCoy. Fourth, number 8, Wild West Wind. But what a win it was by Simply Dashing, who's now 14 to 1 from 25 to 1 with Hills for the Gold Cup after that performance.
Yeah, as you say, Jim, a remarkable performance. There is the horse circled there, Simply Dashing, coming to the ditch here, and Richard Dunwoody driving him up, looking for the strides, asks him up, and he puts down through the fence, and really you would say that his chances have gone. The horse to the right there, the grey horse under Tony McCoy, has been tracking him throughout the race, and he's decided to now pull out wide and not track him anymore. But up on the inside, Simply Dashing's got a tremendous run through under Richard Dunwoody, and he only had to jump the last year to go and win.
This was a brilliant performance, it really was. Top weight, ground that didn't suit him, made the mistake, and yet he's come on what like being a 5 or 6 horse finish 2 out. He's forced through, and he shows such class, this horse, such resolution. He's got a wonderful outlook, and you could see Richard Dunwoody absolutely thrilled by this success as he looks over his shoulder to see that he's clear of Fine Thyne